Our next guest is tackling one of the major challenges head-on. Instead of waiting for the big OEMs like Caterpillar to catch up, his 6-person team from WA has already delivered the world's longest-running 100-ton electric mining truck. Pretty amazing. Please welcome Clayton Franklin, founder and chief engineer of EPCA.
Where would you like me to sit?
Come and sit next to me.
Right, okay.
How are you doing, Clayton?
Very well, thank you. Thanks
Good to see you. We've had some great chats leading up to Take 23, and one thing that really stood out to me was you told me you've been tinkering around with machines since you were a teenager. I think you said you electrified a quad bike when you were like, how old?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
14? So you've done that, and then you went and spent years in industry working at Rio Tinto, BHP. So you're the classic tinkering engineer, and now you've gone and worked all this expertise in industry. I'm really keen to know, what does that blend, what does that look like, and how has it helped form what you're building with EPCA?
Yeah, it's funny when you start out, you sort of don't know where life will lead you, but you know, looking back, yeah, you can see how it all pieced together. I mean, yeah, we grew up, I was an organic banana farmer, you know, and the old man, he's always inventing stuff, and he's a mechanical engineer, so he had no money, so we're always fixing these old machines. He bought a tractor, it's a 414, it's an international, and he bought it when I was born in 76, and he rebuilt that machine 3 times. So I've always liked to recycle, rebuild, and then, yeah, in more recent times, built the world's first hydrogen electric truck for Fortescue. And then, not believing in hydrogen, thought, oh, fuck it, just go and do my own stuff, and went out and started my own company and, you know, got on with it. The old man gave me a hand as well. He come out, 78, you'd think he'd retire, but there he is, climbing all over the truck, telling me what to do. Doesn't change, does it, you know?
So I think you'll meet Clayton and realise no hype here, it's all action, he's really doing it. You were in this industry, you were at Fortescue, you were at Rio Tinto, but what really was the motivation to be like, I can't stay here anymore, I'm going to go and build something myself?
Yeah, look, I just saw that, you know, we needed it, we had to go and get it done, we weren't going to get it done in these big companies, these big organisations. You could see Caterpillar weren't going to achieve it, so I thought, well, I'll just go out. I rang a guy and I said, mate, I need a truck, but I don't need the motor. I'm just going to put an EV powertrain into it. He said, what? And he said, come out and see me, come out and talk to me. And then I've just always been at his workshop. And then now Ronnie Clark, he's got about 150 machines. He's not small, big earth moving and mining contractor in Perth. I just work with him all the time and we just get on with it, you know? It's good.
Just get on with it. I love that. Now, as you can probably imagine, I don't know that much about mining trucks and things, so I've been a real education getting to know Clayton over the last few weeks. But you did tell me that there's about 5,500 fleets of mining trucks in Australia right now.
Yep.
Is that right? And yes, great that there's technology available, but there's a lot of pressure on the mining companies to change. I'd love to tell you, like, what are some of those pressures? What are some of those factors that are either convincing people to come and work with you? What are you seeing? What are you hearing from the miners?
Early on, what we saw was that the miners traditionally deal with Caterpillar or Rio Komatsu, Roy Hill, Hitachi, but what we saw was they wanted to continue with that. So really the OEMs had the wide open playing field, and they started early enough. You know, early learner program for Caterpillar started 7 years ago, but we built our truck in 6 months. They still have it parked up, Caterpillar. So what happened in more recent times is they've moved away from the OEMs. The OEMs just aren't going to get there, and so it leaves it fairly open for others. There is Chinese coming into the market, but they're at the bottom end. They're smaller, they're like an 85 tonne, we're at 100 tonne, and then Fortescue, Caterpillar trying to do the 240 tonne with limited success. Yeah.
I think we've got a video of actually one of the trucks on site, a pretty cool video. I'm keen to know, why did you choose retrofit trucks and not just build them from scratch? What was the thinking around that? How has that become powerful in terms of cost, speed, timing? How is that helping you win?
Yeah. The new trucks, I mean, they're not set up for it. They don't have the production plants organised. So a retrofit is a hell of a lot quicker to market. Even a new truck, if you buy a new diesel, you have to wait 18 months. Wow. So it's a long time, whereas we can take an existing truck, doesn't have to be Caterpillar, but this one is a Caterpillar, and we take out all the diesel components and we put in an electric powertrain, and we can do that in 7 weeks. So it doesn't take a long time. Our bigger clients, they want to just put our truck in as diesel and then let it leave electric. Our overseas clients, we supply them with a kit. So they're getting a lot of traction from Indonesia, India, Africa. We go to India next week to close a deal. Africa's red hot. They've got different set of problems to the Australian miners. Yeah.
So you've developed a pretty modular technology that can solve, you can go and retrofit yourself, but you can also send them, they can do it themselves.
We always have to come with the secret sauce, but the in-country, they can do a hell of a lot themselves, as long as they got boiler makers, laser welder, plasma cutter. We can do the CNC or they can do the CNC machining, doesn't matter. And they just follow what we call our build Bible, and they put it together, and then our engineer will commission it, yeah.
And remind me again, you're doing all of this with a team of 6 people, yeah?
Yeah, it is 6 people, yeah.
Sounding a bit like a David and Goliath story to you know? Like, I'm really astounded that you are beating the likes of Caterpillar and Liebherr, who've been trying to do this for years. How on earth is a small team in Australia going head to head with them and winning? This is incredible.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we're fully focused on it, but we have them all come out. Komatsu came out not too long ago, and they're just way behind. Like, he's asking me, he brought his chief engineer, it was a general manager for the Japanese plant. He's responsible for 100 and 150 tonne trucks, and his engineers just, how do you do the speed sensor, Clayton? Now, obviously, I'm not going to give him the answer, right? But I gave him an obscure answer. But then his next question was, how do you do bi-directional circuits? And I thought, he's a long way behind, you know. And then he followed me around the workshop and he's like, just one more question, Clayton, one more question. I had him for 2 hours at the workshop and then 3 hours on my boat. They got absolutely shit-faced, and then they told me, they told me all their problems, just like you wouldn't believe. They can't get the workforce, they can't get them to go. They got problems with the Chinese giving them a touch up in the market. You know, so that's Komatsu. Caterpillar, yeah, Caterpillar are another beast. I mean, they just were data mining us for a while, the buggers, and then we had a few run-ins with Caterpillar, but I don't know if I should say that story, but no, I will.
We'll edit that from the video, don't worry.
Yeah, no, so we went to this show, right? So I took my truck, it's 100 tonnes, quite a large machine in Perth, took it to the show. They had their little 60 tonner there. They weren't talking to us. And then come time, I had the minister come and cut my ribbon. So I didn't have my boombox, so I couldn't find my speaker. So anyway, ended up, my mate went and got the PA speaker, so there I am broadcasting this. I'm Clayton Franklin, proud Wannamara man. My partner's here, Ron Clark, we're doing this. My dad helped me, he's here, and off I go. Anyway, turns out we only paid $8,000 to go. Caterpillar paid $60,000. Big hoo-ha. And then after the thing, the guy said to me, look, he said, Clayton, he said, we're in the shit a bit here. You actually can't come to the conference next year. And I said, oh, all right, doesn't matter, I'll pick it up the next year. But there's Caterpillar, you know, they're pushing you around, blocking you.
Boo.
Yeah, it's hard work, but there you go. Yeah.
So a true David and Goliath story. You
yes.
really are. Clayton, I hope everyone's enjoying spending time with you like I have over these last couple of weeks.
Thank
you are absolutely just a joy to be around. You've already built the world's longest running 100-tonne electric truck. What's next?
We are raising to do the 150 tonne. I want to do the next size up. That's a good thing to do. But
who wants that? Who wants 150 tonne?
Look, when we took the 100 tonne up to the mine, we found that South 32 and Northern Star Resources want the bigger truck done, which is fair enough. So I said, rightio, well, we'll do that for them. And then in between that time period, we've now got 2 contracts, so I need working capital to supply them. And then I've got 3 machines going to Africa, 2 going to India. They're about $2 million a piece, so I'm probably need debt financing of about 12, 15 million just in this short period. It's like a tidal wave just coming at you. You can see the work, And,
yeah. Well, you've got a crowdfunding up at the minute.
We do have one at the minute.
People in the room, go and have a look on the website. Come and talk to Clayton. He's happy. He's around all afternoon. He's going to very, very happy to have a yarn with you and talk shop.
Yep.
Clayton, thank you. We are at time. I absolutely love this story. I think you are just proof that this is not theory and fluff. You are building it. You are living it. You are telling those stories. Thank you for coming and sharing it with this
pleasure,
audience. Is this a little truck?
I do have a little truck for you. Yeah.
Is this
There's
for
a
me?
little truck. 3D printed.
Yay.
Yeah. There you go. And there's a little USB stick.
Clayton, everyone, give it up.
Thank you very much.